Hello and welcome to Quiz Class. My name is Ellis and I'll be your host for today's quiz, which is Trivia for Boomers. Good luck on this quiz. We would love you to let us know at the end of the video how you score based on our Quiz Class awards. You could be a champion, master, enthusiast, apprentice, or an explorer based on your score from 0 to 100. So please do let us know in the comments at the end. Today's lineup then, we've got questions for you on films, space, foods, plants, music, and calendars. So a wide mix there. Good luck. Let's get started with question 1, which is going to be in the fine films category. Jules et Jim, from 1962, is a French new wave film directed and produced by which filmmaker? Woody Allen, Francois Truffaut, or Jean-Luc Godard? The answer is Francois Truffaut. 2. Who played the role of Eliza Doolittle in the 1964 film adaptation of My Fair Lady? Audrey Hepburn, Elizabeth Taylor, or Julie Andrews? The answer is Audrey Hepburn. 3. With Kirk Douglas starring as the title character, Spartacus, 1960, was directed by which American? Steven Spielberg, Billy Wilder, or Stanley Kubrick? The answer is Stanley Kubrick. Question 4. One of several films starring them, which band were the focus of the 1964 comedy musical A Hard Day's Night? The Beatles, the Monkees, or the Moody Blues? The film named after the song? The answer is the Beatles. 5. Which of these films is a 2021 documentary about the 1969 Harlem Cultural Festival? Devil's Voice, Backstreet and Blues, or Summer of Soul? The answer is Summer of Soul. Question 6. They Call Me Mr. Tibbs is a quote from which award-winning film of 1967? The Graduate, Cabaret, or In the Heat of the Night? They Call Me Mr. Tibbs is a quote from the award-winning film of 1967, In the Heat of the Night. Well done if you got that one. 7. Carol Reed took home the Best Director Oscar in 1969 for his adaptation of which Charles Dickens novel? Oliver Twist, Great Expectations, or Hard Times? The answer is Oliver Twist. The film was called Oliver. 8. In the title of a 1968 drama film, the subject was what? Gold, roses, or romance? The subject was... fill in the blank. The correct answer is roses. The subject was roses. Question 9. The 1930 film All Quiet on the Western Front was adapted from a novel by which author? Erich Maria Remarque, Ernest Hemingway, or Edith Wharton? The answer is Erich Maria Remarque. 10. Apur Sansar, or The World of Apu, is a 1959 film primarily in which language? French, Mandarin, or Bengali? The correct answer is Bengali. On to 11 now. Richard Roundtree portrayed which famous private detective in 5 films dating from 1971 to 2019? Dave Starsky, John Shaft or Theo Kojak? That's Dave Starsky, John Shaft or Theo Kojak. The answer is John Shaft. 12. The Two Jakes sees Jack Nicholson reprise his role as Jake Geets in the sequel of which 1974 mystery film? Is it Chinatown, The French Connection, or The Italian Job? The answer is Chinatown. 13. What was the name of the fictional resort island terrorised by a shark in Jaws? Crescent Island, Sandy Shore Island, or Amity Island? The fictional resort terrorised by a shark in Jaws was Amity Island. What was the name of the vampire played by Max Schreck in the 1922 horror film Nosferatu? Count Orlok, Count Pesco, or Count Ingmar? The answer is Count Orlok. Question 15. Jim Henson is best known as the creator of which on-screen mob of puppets? Punch and Judy, Sooty and Sweep, or The Muppets? Well, the original voice for many of them too, the answer is The Muppets. Moving on now, away from film and into some questions about space. Titan, the second largest moon in the solar system, is a moon of which planet? Mars, Jupiter, or Saturn? Titan is a moon of Saturn. Question 17. A Hertzsprung-Russell diagram plots the luminosity and temperatures of which celestial objects? Stars, moons, or comets? Is the answer stars, moons, or is it comets? The answer, stars. 18. John Flamsteed was the first person to hold what post in the royal households of the UK? Astronomer Royal, Keeper of the King's Telescope, or Royal Astronaut? The correct answer is Astronomer Royal. 19. Which American wrote the 1985 novel Contact, off which the 1997 film of the same name is based? Patrick Moore, Brian Cox, or Carl Sagan? The answer is Carl Sagan. Question 20. Although not quantifiable in any meaningful sense, what is the name given to the equation which estimates the number of extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way? Douglas equation, Dumas equation, or Drake equation? The answer is Drake equation. 21. Which dwarf planet shares its name with the pet dog of Mickey Mouse? Pluto, Ceres, or Vesta? A dwarf planet in our solar system, the answer is Pluto. Question 22. Rigel and Betelgeuse are the two brightest stars found in which constellation? Scorpio, Orion, or Leo? The answer is Orion. What cape in Florida has been the site of some of the USA's most famous rocket launches? Cod, Horn, or Canaveral? The answer is Cape Canaveral. 24. Which of these is a name of a constellation in the southern hemisphere? Corpus, Mensa, or IQ? The answer is Mensa. 25. Which Californian observatory can be found at the summit of Mount Hamilton? Lick Observatory, Touch Observatory, or Sniff Observatory? The answer is Lick Observatory. Well done if you got that one. On to question 26. Which of these has the greatest diameter, roughly 100,000 light years? Is it the Sun, the Solar System, or the Milky Way? Which of those has the greatest diameter? The answer is the Milky Way. The point in the orbit of a satellite at which it is the furthest from Earth is known as what? Apogee, bungee, or gumgee? The point in the orbit of a satellite at which it is the farthest from Earth is known as what? The answer is apogee. The Milky Way is classified as what type of galaxy? Lenticular, spiral, or irregular? The Milky Way is classified as a spiral galaxy. 29. In space, no one can hear you scream is the poster tagline to which film? Apollo 13, 2001: A Space Odyssey, or Alien? Mixing our first two topics together here, do you know the answer? It is the sci-fi horror Alien. 30. By what nickname is the astronaut Edwin Eugene Aldrin Jr. better known? Sting, SWAT, or Buzz? Perhaps if we say the name Buzz Aldrin, that might help you out. The answer is Buzz. Moving on now to some questions about foods. A luxury watch brand and a Ugandan street food both share what name? Rolex, Tissot, or Seiko? The answer is Rolex. A quesadilla is a tortilla stuffed almost entirely with which foodstuff? Cheese, mushrooms, or chili? Have you ever had a quesadilla? What was it filled with? The answer is cheese. 33. Due to genetic variations, some people think that coriander tastes like what? Paper, petrol, or soap? The answer is soap. 34. Dak kochi, a dish of chickens and scallions grilled on a skewer, is within the cuisine of which country? Australia, Nepal, or South Korea? And I apologise if I've mispronounced the dish name there. It is written at the top if you want to have a further look for yourself. The answer is South Korea. 35. What was the initial name for Snickers chocolate bars in the UK and Ireland until a change in 1990? Hurdles, Marathon, or Javelin? Well, it's just been announced that they'll be bringing back some of their original packaging for an anniversary. The answer is Marathon. 36. Which South American nation is the world's largest exporter of sugar? Brazil, Argentina, or Uruguay? The answer is Brazil. Question 37. The French Chef was created and hosted by which American chef and TV personality? Anthony Bourdain, Gordon Ramsay, or Julia Child? The answer is Julia Child. Question 38. Which of these is a noodle soup of broth, noodles, herbs and meat from Vietnam? Is it phi, phai or pho? The answer is pho. Question 39. Profiteroles, eclairs and churros are made from what type of pastry? Choux, short crust or puff? The answer is choux pastry. Question 40. Thousand Island dressing is a condiment most similar to which of these British condiments? Marmalade, Worcestershire sauce, or Marie Rose sauce? The answer is Marie Rose sauce. Question 41 now. The three mascots for the Kellogg's cereal Rice Krispies are Snap, Crackle, and which other? Is it Snap, Crackle and Bang, Snap, Crackle and Wallop, or Snap, Crackle and Pop? The answer is Snap, Crackle and Pop. And those are supposedly the sounds the Rice Krispies make when they are put with milk. What item of food was Ed Miliband eating in a famous picture prior to the 2014 elections? Bacon sandwich, popcorn, or oysters? The answer is bacon sandwich. What is the name of the corporate university and training facility located at McDonald's headquarters in Chicago? Fry's University, McFlurry University, or Hamburger University? The answer is Hamburger University. 44. Featuring the US #1, Angie, Goat's Head Soup is an album by which English rock band? The Who, The Clash, or the Rolling Stones? The answer is the Rolling Stones. Question 45. Which of these is the name for a cone of milk chocolate with a creamy vanilla filling topped with a nut? Is it walnut whip, chestnut cornetto, or pecan pyramid? The answer is walnut whip. And we take our rumbling stomachs on and move away from food and into some questions about plants. Socrates died after he was forced to drink which poisonous plant? Hemlock, foxglove, or lily? Socrates died after he was forced to drink which poisonous plant? The answer is hemlock. Which yellow flower is the national flower of Ukraine, as well as the state flower of Kansas? Buttercup, pansy, or sunflower? The answer is the sunflower. Daisy Buchanan is the romantic interest of the title character in which novel? Of Mice and Men, To Kill a Mockingbird, or The Great Gatsby? The answer is The Great Gatsby. Question 49. Which of these is known as a climbing plant? Is it ivy, hibiscus, or hollyhock? The answer is ivy. Question 50, the halfway point in this quiz. Which herb did Hermes offer to Odysseus to protect him from Circe's magic in the Odyssey? Sage, molly, or thyme? The answer is molly. 51. Musée de l'Orangerie in Paris is home to a series of water lily paintings by which impressionist? Claude Monet, Camille Pissarro, or Berthe Morisot? The answer is Claude Monet. Question 52. In the Bible, the Lord appears as a burning bush to which of his followers? Peter, Moses, or Isaac? In the Bible, the Lord appears as a burning bush to Moses. The answer is Moses. Which fast-growing grass is a particular favourite of pandas? Snake plant, bamboo, or reed grass? Although you perhaps wouldn't think of it as grass at first, the answer is bamboo. 54. In which 1951 dystopian novel are humans savaged by a race of killer plants? Is that War of the Worlds? Is it The Day of the Triffids? Or is it Fahrenheit 451? The answer is The Day of the Triffids. 55. A four-leaf variety of which plant is said to be an omen of good luck? Daisy, rose, or clover? It is said to be an omen of good luck if you find a four-leafed clover. By what process do plants convert sunlight into energy? Transpiration, photosynthesis, or respiration? The process being described there is known as photosynthesis. 57. Which flower is known as Noche Buena in Mexico, meaning Christmas Eve flower? Mistletoe, holly, or poinsettia? The answer is poinsettia. 58. According to the poem by Canadian John McCrae, in Flanders fields what flowers blow? dandelions, poppies, or tulips? In Flanders fields, poppies blow. The answer is poppies. Tomatoes belong to which family of plants? Rose, nightshade, or crucifer? The answer is nightshade. Question 60. To round off our plants section, which herb has a derived name meaning little dragon? Tarragon, rosemary, or fennel? The correct answer is tarragon. Moving on now to some questions about music. How well do you know your music? Let's find out. 15 questions. In the lyrics of their 1966 hit, the Beach Boys were picking up good what? Were they picking up good vibrations? Were they picking up good energies? Or were they picking up good compliments? The answer is vibrations. 62. David Bowie was once considered a one-hit wonder, as he had to wait 3 years before a successful follow-up to which 1969 song? Space Oddity, Life on Mars, or Heroes? The answer is Space Oddity. In 2024, I Feel Love was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, a single by which 70s powerhouse? Gloria Gaynor, Linda Lewis, or Donna Summer? The answer is Donna Summer. 64. Although they had many hits themselves, which band are best known as the backing band for Cliff Richard during the 1960s? The Tremolos, the Shadows, or the Tornadoes? Although they had many hits themselves, it's the Shadows that were best known as the backing band for Cliff Richard. 65. Which mathematical operation gave Bobby Darin a US top 40 hit and a UK top 10 hit in 1961? Division, addition, or multiplication? The answer is multiplication. 66. Which string instrument is the largest in an orchestra? Is it a cello, double bass, or viola? Which string instrument is the largest in an orchestra? The answer is double bass. Claude Debussy wrote which famous piece while staying in Brighton? Clair de Lune, Winter Wind, or Le Maire? The answer is La Mer. 68. Niccolo Paganini and Antonio Vivaldi were both virtuosos on which instrument? Piano, trumpet, or violin? The answer is violin. Question 69. I Know Him So Well is a duet sung in which musical? Chess, Evita, or South Pacific? I Know Him So Well is a duet sung in Chess. The answer is Chess. Question 70. Who was the lead singer with Roxy Music? Was it Brian Ferry? Was it Brian Eno? Or was it Brian May? The answer is Brian Ferry. Mark Bolan and Mickey Finn made up which prehistoric rock group? Jurassic Trio, Neanderthal Man, or T-Rex? The answer is T-Rex. 72. Which of these avian groups had a UK #1 with Mouldy Old Doe? Was it Flock of Seagulls, Lieutenant Pigeon, or the Birds? The correct answer is Lieutenant Pigeon. 73. Although spelt differently, which word can follow Audi in the name of a car produced in the 80s and Susie in the name of an American glam rock singer? Quattro, Passat, or Stelvio? The answer is Quattro. Who did ABBA ask whether they could hear the drums in a song about the Mexican Revolution? Sergio, Diego, or Fernando? The answer is Fernando. Olivia Newton-John had a 1971 hit singing about the banks of which river? Ohio, Missouri, or Hudson? The answer is Ohio. 76 is going to be the first question in our calendars section of this quiz. The most common calendar used around the world, the Gregorian calendar, is named for its creator, who held which position in 1582? King of Poland, Pope, or Ottoman Sultan? Is that the King of Poland, not the King of England, the Pope, or Ottoman Sultan? The answer is Pope. 77. Which of these was a month used in the French Revolutionary calendar? Alexander, Bourguignon, or Thermidor? Alexander, Bourguignon, or Thermidor? The answer is Thermidor. Question 78. During which month in the Islamic calendar must Muslims fast? Ramadan, Saum, or Hajj? And the answer is Ramadan. Question 79. The 11th month in the positivist calendar was named for which French philosopher? Rousseau, Descartes, or Voltaire? The answer is Descartes. Question 80. We've got 20 questions left. The Igbo calendar is a traditional calendrical system used by groups in which African country? Egypt, South Africa, or Nigeria? The Igbo calendar is a traditional calendrical system that is used by groups in Nigeria. The answer is Nigeria. 81. How many days were in a week in the Aztec calendar? 10, 13, or 20? In the Aztec calendar, there were 13 days in a week. The answer is 13. Question 82. Members of which organisation produce a fundraising nude calendar in the 2003 film Calendar Girls? Royal Horticultural Society, Women's Institute, or RSPCA? The answer is Women's Institute. Nivose in the French Revolutionary calendar, typically covering Christmas Day, derives from a Latin word. Does it mean snowy, freezing, or presents? The answer is snowy. Question 84. Which American singer and songwriter had a worldwide hit single in 1960 with Calendar Girl? Ray Charles, Hank Williams, or Neil Sedaka? The answer is Neil Sedaka, or Sedaka. Next question. The ancient Egyptian god of wisdom and writing also shares his name with the first month in the Egyptian calendar. What is his name? Dua, Thoth, or Horus? Dua, Thoth, or Horus? The answer is Thoth. 86. Which month completes the name of the submarine Red, which Jack Ryan is hunting for in the name of the book and film? Is it Red March, Red June, or Red October? The answer is Red October. Which month in the Gregorian calendar takes its name from the Roman god depicted as having two faces? January, February, or April? The answer is January. Question 88. In Christianity, what type of calendar counts the days until Christmas, beginning on December 1st? Lent, Easter, or Advent? What type of calendar counts the days until Christmas? Lent and Easter were earlier in the year, so the answer is Advent. The Day of Atonement in Judaism, Yom Kippur, occurs annually in which month? Tishrei, Sivan, or Adar? The Day of Atonement in Judaism, Yom Kippur, occurs annually in Tishrei. Question 90. Sangatsu in the Japanese calendar corresponds to which month in the Gregorian calendar? Is it December, August, or March? Sangatsu in the Japanese calendar corresponds to which month in the Gregorian calendar? The answer is March. And we are going to finish today on a mystery round, 10 questions that could be about absolutely anything. De Beers is a company involved with the production and distribution of which precious gemstones? Rubies, sapphires, or diamonds? The answer is diamonds. 92. What name is given to Schubert's Symphony No. 8 in B minor? Another Symphony, Repetition Symphony, or Unfinished Symphony? The correct answer is Unfinished Symphony. Jacques Cousteau is a name you would primarily associate with which field? Dance, underwater diving, or flower arranging? Jacques Cousteau is a name you would primarily associate with underwater diving? 94. Katharine Hepburn played which fashion designer in a 1969 musical inspired by her life? Vivienne Westwood, Coco Chanel, or Mary Quant? The answer is Coco Chanel. Former Conservative Party chairman had what profession before joining politics? Professional golfer, electrician, or airline pilot? The answer is airline pilot. Question 96. The Australian territory Christmas Island is located in which ocean? Indian Ocean, Pacific Ocean, or Atlantic Ocean? The answer is the Indian Ocean. 97. Which medal is the highest decoration in the British decoration system? Anne Cross, Elizabeth Cross, or Victoria Cross? Which medal is the highest decoration in the British decorations system? The answer is the Victoria Cross. 98. Which Olympic sport gave Rod Stewart a 1975 mega hit? Was it sailing, fencing, or weightlifting? The answer is sailing. Squirrels are nucivorous. What does nucivorous mean? Hibernates, eats nuts, or annoys people? Squirrels are nucivorous, which means they eat nuts. And question 100. If you held an office of profit, which of these could you not do? Be a member of parliament, drive a car, or buy alcohol? If you held an office of profit, you could not be a member of parliament. Bonus question. Who founded Amazon in Washington in 1994? Let us know the answer in the comments and work out your scores, and let us know what your points are as well. And you can let us know which award you'll receive. Are you a champion with 85 to 100 points, an explorer with 0 to 29 points, or one of the ranks in between? We'd love to know wherever you're placed. Thanks for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified on all of our upcoming quizzes. In the meantime though, there are plenty of quizzes already uploaded that you can try right now, so please do get involved. My name's Ellis and I've been your host. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next time at Quiz Class.